Hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode, we will be constructing a combined circuit of BJT and JFET. And this combination, we will do a DC analysis using a voltage divider bias. We will be constructing this circuit in the LTspice, and without any further delay, let's construct the circuit. Here is the LTspice icon. Let me double click it. So you can see the LTspice dashboard has opened where we can create the circuit. So first I'll go and click on the new schematic icon and the new schematic dashboard has opened. I'll go to file and then I'll click save as. I'll provide the name here. So I've given the name BJT-JFET combination voltage divider bias. So I'll click save. You can see here the name of the file is getting displayed in the top left corner of our window. Now, first we'll be placing the components one by one. In this circuit, we have both BJT and JFET, so we have to place them first. For that, I'll go to the components. Here, I will go for the JFET, that is in JFET, and here I'll click place. First, I'll click and place it. I right click to vanish it. Next, I'll click and I'll go for a BJT here, that is a NPN, and I'll click and place it. I right click to vanish it. Let me zoom out a bit so that both can be visible. Now you can see that both the JFET and BJT placeholders are there. Let me provide the resistances. Those will be used in this voltage divider bias configuration. Let me hit V for the voltage source. Here I will place one and here I will place another. I will do the nomenclature later. Let me right click to vanish it. Now I will hit R from the keyboard. I'll place R1 here, R2 here, R3 here, and if I go above, I will place R4 here. I'll do the nomenclature according to the positions, and there will be another resistor here. So this is roughly the configuration. Let me right click and vanish it. I'll make it fit to screen and I'll zoom out. Now I hit W for the wiring. So I'll go connect these resistors and here I'll connect with the voltage source. Now I'll connect these two. I'll connect these two. Simply I'll connect these two. I'll connect these two. Here I'll connect these two. I'll go and create the ground line and I'll connect this. Here I'll tie it down with the ground. Here I'll go ahead and connect it particular point. And now I have to go ahead and select and hit M from the keyboard to move the resistance here to its proper position. I'll click and place it. I right click and I'll hit W from the keyboard. I'll click here and here I'll click it. So you can see here I'll click save and here I'll click the ground. I hit W from the keyboard and I'll connect with the ground. I right click to vanish it. The wiring is done here in the circuit. Now I will give the placeholder name and value. So R1 and R2 will remain the same and I'll give the value as 82K for R1 and for R2 I'll give 22K. That is 22 kilo ohms. And for R5, here we will rename it as RGB and I'll click OK because it's connected between gate and base. So RGB, and here I'll give the value as 1 megohms. Here the R4 will change as RD because this is connected with the drain and its value is 2.2K. I'll click OK. Now here the resistor remaining will rename it as RE as it connected with the emitter, and its value will be 1.5 K, that is 1.5 kilo ohms, and I'll click OK. I'll save the file. Now I'll select the JFET model here. I'll right click. I'll go for pick a new JFET, and here 2N3819. I'll click OK. For the NPN, I'll right click and pick a new transistor, and here I'll pick 2N2222 and I'll click OK. I'll click save. Here I'll rename it as BD, and its value I set here as 0. I'll be sweeping it, so I initially keep it 0, and for this I'll rename it as VDD, and I give a value of 16 volts. I'll click save. I'll fit it. I'll save it. Now the circuit construction wherein the placeholder values all are given. What I'll do, I'll go to the SPICE directive and write a .dc. I'll click OK and I'll place it here. Now I'll right click to configure it. So here VD I'll be sweeping. Type of the sweep will be linear. Here start value is 0. Top value is 1. Increment is 0.001. So you can see this .dc sweep is getting constructed, and I'll click OK. I'll save the file. I'll fit it to screen. You can see entire screen is now having the circuit properly positioned. Let me go to the view SPICE netlist, and here in the SPICE netlist you can see we have the JFET, we have the BJT, we have the carrying source, we have the fixed source, and we have resistors R1, R2, RE, RD, RGB, and we have transistor models here, and we have JFET models here. Okay, and we have a DC sweep with VD, and we have the end statement. So visually the SPICE circuit looks okay and clean, and we do not find any visual mistakes here. Now let me close this and run the simulation. As the simulation has completed, let me go view and SPICE output log. So here if I look into the detail of the log, I do not find any error or warning has been reported. Okay. Although one thing we can see that Newton iteration was not sufficient, so it did a Jimin stepping for finding the DC operating point. Somehow it succeeded. So the DC numerical method had been changed dynamically during the run of the simulation, and it converts for the DC biasing point. I'll close it, and here I'll check the current to various resistor because it's DC biasing. So here I'll click. So you can see this is having this. Let me add another pin here. I'll be checking this for R1. Another pin here. I'm hitting B from the keyboard for having the pins, new pins every time. Here we have R2, and again we have another pin here. Let me look at the current from this particular resistor, and I'll hit B again, and here I will check this current. Now let me point out, so RD is in milliampere range, okay, and it is with the variation of the particular voltage, right? It is going up, so it is going down, then it is okay. And this is also changing, but not changing in that much way. And IRGB, that is this one, it is also going down, but it is in the picoampere range. If I look at IRE, that means this resistor, this is following the RD and it is almost in the same range. So here the currents are passing through it, and IR2 because this resistor we are looking into, and this is also stepping down as this is going up. So we have seen the various resistor currents at the DC biasing point. Because we are biasing, so we are giving a small transition here just to watch how things are mattering. And in our case, this change of the voltage here is from 0 volt to 1 volt, not a huge range, very small range. And within that we can see the different nature of the currents, how they are behaving. And we have seen from the SPICE output log that the first Newton iteration failed to convert the DC biasing point, and G-min method has been successful in finding the DC biasing point. However, we have been successful after a couple of iterations. So, the voltage divider bias for a combination of a JFET and a BJT together is a very unique combination. Here we have done the successful biasing of these two with the help of a voltage divider configuration, which is constructed using RD, R1, R2 and RE, and the main voltage is VDD. From it we have divided the voltage and we have provided the voltage for biasing configuration. We have successfully done the DC biasing of voltage divider bias for a BJT and JFET combination. It is a NJFET and NPN BJT, and we have successfully done the DC biasing configuration. We have tested using a DC sweep in which we are successful. So that's the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In case you have some dislikes, put that as in words in the comment section down below. And bye for today.